Islam Makhachev is completely shrugging off Ian Gary's recent wrestling trip to Georgia, basically saying it's a cute idea, but it won't change a thing when they're locked in. In his latest remarks, Makhachev reminded everyone he's been grappling since childhood, not squeezing in a crash course like Gary trying to level up overnight. He even pointed to past examples, like Charles Oliveira bringing in an Iranian national team wrestler for a short camp, and said none of that made a real difference once the cage door shut. Islam made it crystal clear he's not losing sleep over Gary's progress, and told him bluntly, "Don't waste your time." When the talk shifted to a possible Dagestan versus Ireland rivalry reboot with Gary, Islam brushed it off with a slick jab, calling it a Khabib versus McGregor from AliExpress, basically saying this version doesn't hit like the original Conor McGregor storyline. Looking at the bigger welterweight landscape, the champ still rates Kamaru Usman highly. He said Usman would run through the current top names without breaking much of a sweat. Islam even referenced Usman's recent win over Joaquin Buckley, pointing out that Buckley was getting pushed as the next big thing, only to fade right back into the background after Usman handled business with ease.
Насколько ты считаешь, в Грузии ему могут помочь подтянуть борьбу?
Грузия? Я не знаю, наверное, какие-то навыки он прибавит. Но я тоже не 2-3 месяца борьбой занимаюсь, я всю жизнь боролся. Так что я на это не обращаю внимания. Уже на протяжении последних моих, не знаю, сколько боев, кто-то кого-то привлекает в лагеря, зовут каких-то борцов, Оливейра какого-то сборника из Ирана привлекал. Эффекта никакого. Так что не зря время не теряйте.
Fluffy Hernandez is promising violence ahead of his UFC Houston main event this weekend against former middleweight champ Sean Strickland. And he's treating it like a straight-up title eliminator that could rocket him into a shot at Khamzat Chimaev's belt. In a new pre-fight interview, Fluffy said the lights and the pressure don't change a thing for him. He walks into every bout with the same energy, despise the opponent, bring relentless pressure, and break them down until something gives, usually leaving with a statement finish or a one-sided beating. He understands that starring a recognizable name like Strickland could move him to the front of the line, but he's not letting that distract him. Hernandez admitted Sean earned his title run and has tools everywhere. Still, Fluffy believes he's the better mixed martial artist, regardless of where the fight plays out. Meanwhile, Sean Strickland grabbed the mic and once again went off about Khamzat Chimaev, accusing the champ of dodging real challenges and hiding behind excuses. He says he's waiting to see whether Chimaev actually faces Imavov next or finds another reason to delay the inevitable.
Just go out there every single time and try to hit people and be violent and torture them, and usually it ends up with a highlight or a finish or something. So I'm gonna just go out there and do what I do best.
And then how do you think Sean's grappling will hold up if the fight does hit the floor?
I know he's well-rounded everywhere. I'm not stupid. He got to championship title for a reason, you know what I mean? So I really don't care where the fight goes. If it goes to the floor, awesome. If it stays standing up, okay, cool. I feel like I'm a better martial artist everywhere, and I'm looking to prove that Saturday night. It's just another guy in front of me.
Back to Chimaev, it's like it's kind of hard, dude, because let's just say he does fight Imanov or whatever. Every fight, this guy gets hurt. Mysterious injuries. I break my hand, my ovaries hurt. Like, I did this, I did that. Like, dude, you've never produced an x-ray, you've never produced an MRI. Like, but every fight, dude, you got to take a year off because you're injured. Like, are you that big of a...
UFC middleweight champion Chimaev back in headlines after fresh training footage surfaced and immediately sparked steroid accusations online. The clips, reportedly from Training Lab, show Chimaev grinding through intense cardio sessions alongside coach Sam Calavita as he gears up for what many expect to be his first title defense against Nasruddin Imavov. But here's where it gets messy. The video revived old chatter because Chimaev was very intentional when he first announced teaming up with Calavita. Veteran coach Ray Longo didn't hold back when asked about it. Longo pointed out that Chimaev specifically chose Sam, who has worked with fighters like TJ Dillashaw and others tied to past PED controversies. He claimed he knows these camps personally and suggested he understands what's really happening behind closed doors at Training Lab, strongly implying banned substances are part of the equation. Fans were already raising eyebrows after Chimaev went a hard 5 rounds with Dricus du Plessis, showing cardio that surprised a lot of people. Now that he's back training under Calavita, social media has turned the volume up, with many debating whether that gas tank is all natural or chemically assisted. Longo's public comments have only poured gasoline on the fire, as he sounds convinced there's more going on than what we're being shown. Let's listen to what he has to say.
It's also interesting. Somebody told me he's working with a Dillashaw's strength coach.
Yeah, Coach Cal. Yeah.
Yeah. What a fucking gem he is. Yeah. Like, I knew nothing about Dillashaw. What a fucking bunch of cheating motherfuckers, man. Good luck to you. Yeah, good luck. You couldn't figure that out. That's all right. All right, so that's the first bad sign. I'd have him triple tested before he gets in there. I mean, the guy's already huge. They're going to jack him up on some shit. Now it's going to be a problem.
Monster.
Guys, I know what the fuck is going on out there. You know what I mean? Like, you think everybody's on the up and up. You guys are really, really misinformed. I'm looking at it a little differently than what you're looking at. Out of all the strength guys, which there's a lot of them, go to the guy that only has the track record of what we're talking about. I don't know. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It's the art of war, I guess. That's a pretty interesting choice to me.
Yeah. Go to the guy with intimate familiarity with EPO. Right.
Michael Bisping and Paul Felder are reacting to the breaking update that UFC flyweight champion Joshua Van is expected to defend his belt against Tatsuro Taira in his first title defense, potentially at UFC 327 in Miami, although both analysts say Japan would be the perfect stage for a fight like this. Taira earned the opportunity emphatically with a dominant second-round TKO over former 2-time champ Brandon Moreno at UFC 323, taking his back, mounting him, and unloading vicious ground and pound. It marked the first stoppage loss of Moreno's UFC career, highlighting Taira's well-rounded game, suffocating grappling, and non-stop pressure. The 25-year-old Japanese contender remains unbeaten inside the octagon and has built serious momentum since the lone loss on his record. Van, the newly crowned title holder, claimed the belt bizarrely when Alexandre Pantoja suffered a freak arm injury just 26 seconds into their fight, instantly making Van one of the youngest champions in company history. He's now riding a 6-fight UFC win streak with dangerous power and confidence, but this matchup is especially historic because it features 2 rising stars born in the 2000s, potentially the first UFC title fight between fighters from that generation. Bisping and Felder both agree Taira is the rightful challenger after dismantling Moreno, yet they're split on location. They believe Japan could explode the market with Taira as a hometown hero headlining. Still, Felder points out that it may be a tough draw for Van to make his first defense on foreign soil as the reigning champion.
Tatsuro Taira, though, I think that makes all the sense in the world. He just dominated and finished Brandon Moreno. I think the guy's phenomenally talented. Did he do this one in Japan, Paul?
I hope so. I mean, I want to go there so bad. I really do. I was just talking about that today. That, you know, I know they kept saying, oh, maybe we're going to go to Japan. It's been rumored that we might go to Japan. And but that's unfair, I think, to Joshua Van if it's in Japan.
Why?
Because Tatsuro's the challenger.
Yeah, but it's a new market. They want to open it up. They got a challenger there. I mean, Taira, 18-1, 14 finishes. Brandon Moreno, last time out, one of the mainstays of that division, multiple-time champion. I think the way he finished him in the second round, gets full mount and just beats him to a pulp. That gets you a title fight.
Thanks for tuning in, fam. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next.